He didn't want to be a CEO. The truth behind William Chan's most iconic role. Before embodying commanding characters, William Chan had strong reservations about taking on CEO-type roles. He believed such portrayals were a double-edged sword, one slip in tone, and the actor could easily come off as greasy or overbearing. For an artist who values precision and authenticity, that was a nightmare scenario. William didn't want to be remembered as another cliché in a suit. He wanted his characters to have soul. In interviews, he admitted that the pressure of maintaining his reputation made him second-guess such roles. Yet, destiny had other plans. His hesitation would soon lead to a pivotal choice, one that redefined how audiences perceive modern masculinity in Chinese television. To William, playing a rich, domineering man isn't just about walking into a boardroom. It's about embodying control, intelligence, and charisma without falling into arrogance. That balance, he said, is incredibly fragile. If the performance feels forced, he explained, viewers will instantly disconnect. For an actor who built his career on subtle expressions and emotional depth, this challenge was intimidating. He understood that one poorly delivered smirk or exaggerated line could turn a powerful scene into parody. William's fear wasn't vanity, it was perfectionism. He refused to let audiences see him as an empty symbol of wealth and power. Instead, he wanted to craft characters who resonated with emotional truth, men with dreams, regrets, and fragility hidden behind their composed exteriors. When director Chen Shuang received the script, only one name came to mind: William Chan. Despite William's refusal, Chen believed no one else possessed the quiet confidence and mature allure needed for the role. He approached William with a simple challenge: show them that a CEO can be human too. The words struck a chord. After several heartfelt conversations, William saw an opportunity to reinvent an entire archetype. He realized that with the right emotional grounding, he could transform a potentially shallow role into a performance that explored power, loneliness, and the weight of responsibility. That conviction marked a turning point. What began as reluctance evolved into a mission, to portray strength not as dominance, but as vulnerability wrapped in composure. When filming began, William Chan approached the role with surgical precision. Every gesture, every glance carried intention. He chose to speak less, emote more, and let silence fill the space where arrogance once lived. The result was electric. His character radiated power, but it wasn't loud or ostentatious. It was the quiet authority of a man who has fought battles within himself. The camera loved him not because he looked wealthy, but because he felt real. His commanding physique, the broad shoulders, the poised stance, conveyed confidence, but his eyes told a story of restraint and empathy. Audiences found themselves drawn not to his wealth or suits, but to his humanity. William didn't just act the CEO, he redefined him for a new generation. William Chan's transformation worked because his screen persona seamlessly blended with his real-life background. Having grown up in a well-off family in Hong Kong, William naturally exudes refinement and calm authority. His upbringing taught him discipline and self-presentation, elements that now shine in every role he takes. Yet, what sets him apart is that he doesn't flaunt his privilege. He refines it into elegance. When fans see him on screen, they sense authenticity, not performance. His gestures are measured, his posture natural, and his confidence earned. This authenticity has become his signature. Proof that charisma isn't about dominance, but self-assurance. He represents the modern man who leads not through intimidation, but through emotional intelligence and quiet control. William's real life often mirrors the sophistication of his characters. Born into an affluent Hong Kong family, he's surrounded by business success. His father in real estate, his brother in shipping, and his sister managing fashion ventures abroad. Their family resides in the exclusive Leighton Hill district, where luxury is a way of life. But despite these privileges, William forged his own path. Instead of joining the family business, he entered the entertainment industry, a field filled with uncertainty and judgment. His choice revealed a hunger for independence and self-expression. And that, perhaps, is why his CEO roles feel so genuine. He knows the weight of expectation, the pressure to lead, and the loneliness that accompanies ambition. William's career didn't start in acting. As a teenager, he was a singer with a promising future. His parents wanted him to study overseas, but he chased a dream that defied tradition. He auditioned for a Hong Kong talent show and won, a victory that launched his music career. But fame in music was fleeting, and William soon realized he wanted something more lasting, the emotional complexity of acting. When he began transitioning to television in 2008, critics doubted him. Yet through perseverance, he silenced them. His breakthrough came in 2014 with Swords of Legends, which catapulted him to stardom. From that point, William proved he wasn't just another idol. He was a storyteller capable of commanding both heart and screen. After Swords of Legends, William's career soared. He took on diverse roles in The Four, Legend of Zoo Mountain, The Mystic Nine, Lost Love in Times, and Light Up My Life. Each character was a deliberate choice, a study in emotion, restraint, and evolution. He became known not just for his looks, but for his depth. Viewers praised his ability to portray love, loss, and leadership with equal sincerity. Unlike many who chase fame, William focused on artistry. He trained rigorously, often pushing himself beyond physical and emotional limits. His discipline, inherited from his structured upbringing, became his greatest weapon. Every role since has been a testament to growth, a man who doesn't perform to impress, but to inspire. In an era where many leading men rely on exaggerated charm, William Chan redefines masculinity. He rejects the idea that strength means aggression. To him, true power lies in empathy, composure, and control. His characters never shout to be heard, they dominate through presence. William once said, "You don't need to be loud to be powerful." That philosophy resonates with audiences worldwide. He represents a new kind of man, strong but gentle, ambitious yet grounded. In every performance, he challenges outdated ideals, showing that emotional vulnerability isn't weakness, it's courage. This quiet revolution has made him not just a celebrity, but a cultural symbol of balance, proof that the modern hero can lead with both intellect and heart. Ironically, the very role William feared most became his defining moment. By embracing vulnerability, he shattered the stereotype of the arrogant CEO and gave audiences a new kind of hero, one who commands respect through empathy. His journey from doubt to mastery mirrors the struggles of anyone afraid to fail. He turned fear into fuel, hesitation into brilliance. That's why today, fans call him the CEO who stepped out of a novel. His success reminds us that real courage lies not in avoiding risk, but in transforming it into art. William Chan didn't just act. He evolved, inspiring millions to see that strength can be soft, confidence can be quiet, and power, when used with grace, becomes unforgettable. Thank you for watching LVT Showbiz, where we explore the passion and perseverance behind China's most iconic stars. If William Chan's story inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Tell us, what makes William Chan so captivating to you? His elegance? His strength? Or his refusal to be defined by limits? We'd love to hear your take. Stay tuned for more emotionally charged, insightful stories from the world of C-dramas. This is LVT Showbiz, where every star's journey reminds us, sometimes, the brightest light comes from the battles we fight within.